weeks. OBS just keeps on, it's not even wanting to, you know, capture the game, which I kind of need. Maybe we're back? Hopefully? Question mark? OBS is being a, oh, it's being a real pain in my butt is what it's being. So I can switch out to here. Yes. Switch. Hey! How about that? Hot damn, we've got a game. Oh, lovely. Alright. So, we got that part. Shoutouts! Finally. Okay. Oh. Game you like to really just... Anyway. Thank you so much, Alicors, for the subscription a couple days ago. Would have caught it sooner, but you know there was that blackout. Max, 4096, hello there! Welcome to the show. Let's see here. Also, Wiz3000, thank you so much for the follow. Insert Clever Un, thank you for the follow. And AceDude2480, thank you so much. Welcome to the crew. This is the Glitch Show, apparently. Part, I don't know, 8 of ongoing. Back here in Glidden, back here in Elite, back here in a ship I've not flown in a while. Vox, I'm watching the Tick commercial, I really don't mind. Oh, fair enough. Welcome to glorious Pippengrad. Failures are because of... I don't even know. But, we're here. We have the pip. We have everything we need. We have a display, we have a game. Oh yes, and Alicors, this is for you because it didn't go through last time, you know what, with the whole power failure thing. Ding, ding, ding. Thank you so much for the subscription. And, yeah. Welcome to your continued ownership of the Plank Owners Club. Mad Biker Wolf, I preferred the Patrick Warburton version of the Tick. Likewise, he was the Tick. Feels like my brain is going to have a baby. It's called a headache. It has a name? So, what news around the verse do we have? Well, we got a few things here. Let's drop off some stuff here first, though, just because... 5881, clear report, accept. 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 Any passengers want to go there? So, news out of the verse. We've got the federal initiative which concluded. The Federation has announced the Bulwark project has reached a successful conclusion. Scores of pilots supported the campaign by delivering commodities to Jeanne d'Arc. These will be used to research the possibility of an automated federal defense force. Because that can't go wrong in any possible way. As the campaign drew to a close, Federal Shadow President Felicia Winters released a statement. My sincere gratitude goes to those who supported this campaign, but I want to remind you that we're still some way from a fully automated defense force. The Bulwark Project's initial remit is simply to establish the economic and military feasibility of such an enterprise. Meanwhile, opponents have continued to voice concerns that it could lead to the development of artificial intelligence, which is outlawed throughout the galaxy. Let's not be so grandiose, it's outlawed throughout the bubble. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect the rewards from Jeanne d'Arc in the Memorant system. Alright then, if you were part of that, go pick up your reward. Go get paid. Good stuff. Yep, Kobo, it's Corvette time. And Alicors, yes, that is your 2 months. Your continued patronage is greatly appreciated. Is sound dropping out for anyone else? Oh boy, I hope not. When you say sound, is it my voice dropping out? Because I may need to adjust some more filters. Because of course I need to adjust more filters. There was a stream pause? Okay, well, hopefully that won't happen again. Probably because I was poking around in the browser window. Right, enough news, enough poking about. Let's go hit Black Sky. Kobo, have I got months with my Prime? You have to automatically resub it, but you should, I hope. Scroll down here. Kobo, Kobo, Kobo. Is there any Kobo in here? Kobo, Kobo, Kobo. Kobo, Kobo, Kobo.
Ding, ding, ding!
Is it this?
It is this. Kobo the Fox, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. That's 4 months. Wow. Thank you so much. Okay, off to Cleary Port. Lights on.
Lights on.
Excellent. Hello, Alex.
You will be forced to respond to aggressive actions.
And I've got a Hank around here somewhere.
Ship weapons well inside the docking bay.
Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Landing coupler disengaged. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
I forgot to throw my AI pilot on board. Oh well, we'll get her at the next port. So, taking the Federal Corvette out for a spin today. A little different build than I usually go with. This thing is almost exclusively beam lasers. Couple of small beam laser turrets on the dorsal hull. Class 4 beams running regen and concordant sequence. Class 3 efficient beam under the nose. In fact, the only thing that isn't a beam are the 2 medium guns, and that's because those are overcharged Class 2 multi-cannons running corrosive. And I don't really need to fire the corrosive rounds too much, so I can really nurse the ammo. You hit something with corrosive rounds, and suddenly these beam lasers just light them up. It's beautiful. I love it.
Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping complete.
Alicors, I know you didn't miss it, but happy 2 months from me. Yes, I thought I commented on that. I hope I commented on it. And of course I missed it the other day because, you know, blackouts. Not sure what happened. It could have been somebody, inspecting the power room and just didn't, you know, push the wrong button. It could be somebody was doing some yard work and managed to accidentally a tree over a power line. And it could be that Hank ate the internet. Kobo, just got finished engineering my vet with all the mats I had to hand in. Just need to grade 5 everything now. But gonna wait on the 3.0 drop and the materials trader. Good idea. Could be a good idea there. Option C sounds most likely. Yes, Hank ate the internet. Great big doof that he is. It's true. Little known fact, Norwegian forest cats love eating the internet. New command, Hank, no! Alternate you know what? I should do something with that. One moment. Over to the Nightbot. You've just given me a wonderful idea. A wonderful, wonderful Grinchy idea. Beautiful. Alright. New command, Hank no. Anyone know of a Sothis Seos type run that isn't in Sothis or Seos? I know what you mean. It just sounds kind of funny. No, nothing comes to mind. I mean, they've done a pretty good job of trying to stomp down everything. I don't know, Frontier, in a lot of ways, Frontier seems somewhat bothered by the idea of, there we go, Hank no, Hank yes. As I was saying, Frontier has a very, very strange approach to multiplayer because they want to put in all this multiplayer stuff, and yet there are a lot of aspects of multiplayer which they just seem loath or even terrified to incorporate. Now I can see some stuff early on, like they didn't have money transfers early on because they didn't want people sitting outside every station spamming, 100 million credits, 10 USD into local chat. I get that, I understand that, but there have got to be ways around that. Because this is the most multiplayer unfriendly multiplayer game I think I've seen in quite a while. I mean, I still love the hell out of this game, but I don't know, there's something... I don't get it. Copy 40. Gear down.
Down and locked.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Right at your assigned pad. And thanks for choosing this facility.
Landing completed. Engaging docking restraints. Station facilities are at your disposal.
So I've got the Hank no command. I may have put that on too long a timer, like 40 seconds or so, but I can alter that later when I'm not, We'll see how it goes. Mission board. Yes, wanted to drop off missions. Athador, I think you figured it out. Hank was the Cobra pilot that chased off the dirt pirate Roberts. Oh. I still... Wow. Yeah, Droopy, we all miss the 200 million passenger runs. Cassia, get on board. She's almost a dangerous rank, which means it's just about time for me to do something stupid and lose this pilot that I've been training up. I know how this game works. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Coupler disengaged. Depart safely from the station.
Ensure you have received authorization.
Let's see here, what's some other interesting news I saw? Oh! Saw something neat that, yes, Tower, I get it. Was seeing that there was... So, when you fly to the Eagle Nebula in Elite Dangerous, you don't actually get to see the Pillars of Creation, and that is one of the biggest disappointments, I gotta say, of exploration. That you don't get to see those. Instead, you're greeted with generic nebula number 3 or something like that. I don't know. And there was some suggestion that there was reasoning to that because there had been a report put out a while back that the Pillars of Creation had been destroyed by a supernova shockwave caught in the, that had just been inadvertently imaged in those original Hubble images. Well, about that. It looks like... oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It looks like reports of the Eagle Nebula's demise, have been exaggerated. And the pillars are still there.
Roger that. Fighter is going live.
Weapons.
Diverting power to weapons.
Oh, so
Fighter is online. Ready for action.
Attack mode?
Engage when ready.
Acknowledged. Let's do this, Commander.
Recall the fighter. Set 2-1.
Power
Yes,
and
Commander.
engines.
Docking fighter immediately. Hostile is
Retreat
down.
to fighter bay.
Nothing
at
else
once.
showing up on my scanner,
Door
Commander.
opening.
All targets destroyed.
Hooray, power is back. Glad to hear it. And Alicors, thank you so...
2 months to me.
There it goes. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Not sure what's happening with subs. I don't. If I knew, I could rule the universe. But between Twitch and Streamlabs, just code being code. And the Twitch app is really... let's be generous and say it needs some work. Engines.
Powering engines.
May as well charge up the guns while we're while we're just cruising here. Anybody else? Nope, just the Dream Stranger. Some work? Yes, many works. This is also true. So as you can see, once the corrosive rounds actually hit a target, the lasers just... it basically cranks them up 1 tier. So then I'm running grade 5 beams. But I didn't need to hit that guy with many multi-cannon rounds, just enough to get the corrosive effect going. And then it's, bye-bye. I spent more time recovering the fighter than I did taking that other guy out. Hair Trigger 07 to you too as well, Commander. Hope you're having a good day. It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend. It's trying to get there. Internet is being very derp. Steam updates, grumbles. Oh, my sympathies. Also, picked up another microphone. I mean, we're gonna keep using this one. I really like this one. But for flying with Niao, I picked up a much more directional microphone. Hair trigger, crazy week at work, missed every stream. Well, you're probably lucky. The last stream on Tuesday was a bad deal. Well, it was alright, I should say, right up until the power got cut off, and then it stopped being so good. Monday had a decent stream other than some audio trouble, but flying with Niao is always fun. That and I seem to have accidentally a cult. Go figure. Ah, okay, you watched them at home. Alright then you haven't missed anything. This time around, actually, Alicors, I'm using the same microphone as I usually do. I've just been trying to get the settings back to good because I was dumb. And instead of creating a new set of audio settings, I actually just modified the ones I have and never quite got them back to right.
This is flight control. Please follow established docking procedures and request access before you approach the port.
Gear down.
Landing permitted to
Deploying
set down
gear.
on landing pad 1-1.
Scan detected.
Minor dings. We're here. It's all good.
Landing successful. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome to the port, Commander.
So Alicors, how am I sounding a little different, if I may ask, because I don't actually get the full effect of my filters unless I listen back in, and I should really do that more often. Yarslia, damn it, I am never going to get that pronounced properly, and I am so sorry. But yes, you have arrived. Pull up a seat. Welcome to glorious Pippengrad. Yeah, Alicors, when I was doing the stream with Niao, I changed all of my existing audio settings, rather than create a new set of audio settings. Yarslia? Super close. Alright. We'll go with that. All hail Pippintoad. Pipnotoad. Oh god, the Pipnotoad. I've created a monster. I've created a damn monster. I'm just gonna scuttle the ship. Anybody else here? Glidden, that's the Didic Co. Anybody want to go to Glidden that I give a damn about? That's Union of Wang Free. Oh, so close, but no. Any cargo on board? No. Alright, let's head back and test out, see how well this thing works at blowing stuff up. Gear up.
Retracting landing
Landing
gear.
coupler disengaged. You are go for departure.
Let's see, last night I discovered how profitable loop trading can be. Neat. Hair trigger question times. I play on the PS4 and a little shy when it comes to combat. What can I do to help out in Narvert? Alicor, sounds a little less deep if that makes any sense, like you're speaking into a soundproof room a bit. Okay, alright, yeah, I've got a little bit of noise suppression up. I may have to adjust that back to normal. That or I'm just a little bit...
Unable to comply.
I could be actually a little bit higher than usual. Vocal-wise. So hair trigger. Okay, a little shy when it comes to combat. A little shy as in you don't want to engage in combat at all? Or you just prefer an alternate? In terms of alternates... Well, actually, let's start off with combat. If you're a little shy, if you want to try combat a little bit with some backup, there is a resource site, a normal resource site, around Narvert 6, Narvert 7 maybe? And that's good if you want some police backup to, you know, just... You watch them take out a target or, you know, chew on a target, you get a few shots in on them. That helps out. If you want to avoid combat and do other stuff, there is the mission board and the passenger board over at Glidden Enterprise. You know, stuff like boom data deliveries or, you know, some commodity shipments, things like that. Yeah, not a bad thing. For what faction? For the Errantry Alliance of Narvert. We're actually in there on the mission boards. Got a group and everything. Top off the tank. Well, kind of top off the tank. Alright, let's poke around with this new build because I don't use the guns on this thing nearly enough. The beam lasers combined with the corrosive multi-cannon so far have provided a hell of a knockout punch. Now, if you do decide to do any bounty hunting or combat, and that's not pressuring you to do any combat, but if you do, go ahead and turn it in at Glidden Enterprise. Because our faction controls that station, so if the bounties get turned in there, it actually boosts our reputation. Or our influence, I should say. Because people go, oh, that Errantry Alliance, they know how to keep the system free of pirates. Alright, Cassia, you're out the door.
Copy, Commander. Initiating telepresence now.
Weapons.
Configured for attack.
Ready and waiting, Commander.
Scan detected.
What treats do you carry? Well, let's find out. Attack mode.
Crew, prepare for engagement.
Affirmative, Commander. Scanning for targets.
Alicors, yes, I do have a delay on. That's just a natural side effect of Twitch.
Scan detected.
Because it's gotta encode everything, get it out there, there's a little bit of a buffer. No, passengers actually count as missions, and that works very well. Seriously, would you stop ramming me? Alright, you wanted my attention. Congratulations, you've got it.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Yes, the lasers are engineered. The Class 4 lasers up top are Grade 5 efficient. One of them is running concordant sequence, the other one is running regeneration. The beam laser turrets are unengineered. The Class 3 laser under my nose is simple Grade 5 efficient, with no other special effects. Attack my target.
Weapons free. Engage
Point
the
me at
target.
it, Commander. I'll do the rest.
Target cargo dropped.
Oh, I do have a separate fire group. I've just got one set up
Enemy
just for the beam
eliminated,
lasers.
Commander. All targets destroyed. We're in the clear, Commander.
Engines.
Transferring power to engines.
Attack my target.
Eliminate the threat.
Point me at them, Commander. I'll do the rest.
Go get him. Weapons.
Power diverted to weapons.
Under attack. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
You know, one of these beams is going to hit you, and you're going to regret it.
My shields are out. I need to make evasive maneuvers, Commander.
Alright, let's back you up here.
Hull at 50%. I need help out here. My hull's taking a battery.
On second thought, let's take out this guy first before we do anything else.
Fire is down. Stay focused. We can still do this.
Goodbye. Cassia, Fighter 2,
Will do,
go.
Commander. Let's deploy this fighter.
What effect actually triggers thermal attack? That would be plasma cannons and beam lasers, I think? I know plasma cannons.
Target shields. Critical.
Attack mode.
Position for attack.
I'm on the lookout, Commander. Scanning for contacts.
No, I believe it's not a secondary effect, it's actually just, you know, a property of the weapon. Impulse attacks are railguns, and thermal attacks are plasma cannons.
Target shields offline.
There.
Enemy is down. Nothing else showing up on my scanner.
Set
Commander.
2-1.
All targets destroyed.
Diverting power to requested system.
Alcor, short stay today. My team need me on PUBG. 07, stay safe. Take care, Alcor. See you again soon. And good luck.
Scan detected.
Win that chicken dinner. Alright, what do you have in your cargo hold? Well, it's pretty obvious what I got in my cargo hold. Weapons.
Transferring power to weapons.
No, really, I insist. Well, in that case, go break a leg. Goodbye.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander. All targets destroyed. We're in the clear, Commander.
Set 2-1.
Diverting power to engines.
Set 1-2.
Divert power to shields.
Let's get some more shield buffer in there. Attack my target.
Weapons free.
Order confirmed. Engaging target.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, combining corrosive multi-cannons with those beam lasers just did a hell of a number on everything. Balance.
Equalize power.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, I'm running Class 2, Grade 5 overcharged corrosive multi-cannons. You know, just for the hilarity. Hilarity ensues. Attack my target.
Engaging target.
Copy. Enemy sighted. Moving to engage.
Weapons.
Power to weapons.
It's for recreational hunting, I swear. Yes, I have a permit for that.
Target shields offline. Target cargo dropped.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Target hull offline, target offline. Yeah. Set 2-1.
Power diverted to engines.
These shields charge fast, but they are a little thirsty when it comes to wanting power. Which is a good thing, I suppose. Let's get back towards the hunting beacon. Sorry, the resource site beacon. Oop. Got a light fight, and somebody's picking on this poor Type 7. Did you post the build in Discord? No, I did not. Let me, give me a second here. Attack my target. Well, I haven't posted the latest version of the build.
Target.
Weapons.
Max weapons.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Really? A pirate in a Cobra 4. You are a brave, stupid man.
Target shields offline.
Enemy is down.
Scan detected.
Attack my target.
Engaging target.
Point me at them, Commander. I'll do the rest.
The lasers still eat up a little bit of the weapon capacitor, but as you can see, it's not usually a problem. Okay, in order. Krylani, what's this box full of kinetic kill rods? Those are tent stakes for when I go camping. Use 20 kilogram tungsten rods as tent stakes? Well, it's a really big tent. And, let's see here. Yaroslia, quick question for a combat noob. How do turrets work? They open fire only after you've pulled the trigger and started them. Depends. So, over here in the Functions tab, you've got the turret weapon mode. You can set it for forward fire, in which case they act exactly like a forward fixed gun, and that they only fire when you, pull the trigger. You can set them for target only, in which case they will only fire after the target is aggroed. At least, that's the way it worked the last time I checked. And you can set it for fire at will, in which case, again, same as target only. Except in fire at will mode, it will fire at any and all hostiles that come to bear in its field of fire. So if you're in a target-rich environment, I prefer fire at will mode. So yeah, I hit him with the multi-cannon, and then he aggroed and the turrets opened fire.
Help me, Commander. Taking fire. Repeat, taking fire.
Fire at will might get you more attention than you want, though. True. And yes, iMage, the power does seem a little bit more stable today.
My shields are out. I need to make evasive maneuvers, Commander.
Well, make
My hull
evasive
won't last
maneuvers.
much longer. Assistance needed, Commander.
Target shields.
Yeah, fast scan is best scan. I'm still not sure whether to go with fast scan or long range scan on my detailed surface scanner. But for kill warrant scanners, oh, absolutely fast scan.
Hostile is down.
Target shields. Frame shift.
Enemy's FSD going online, Commander. Let's take them out. That's the last of them. All bogies destroyed.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Recall the fighter?
Automated retrieval initiated, Commander.
Recalling fighter. Door opening.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
So I recalled the fighter because I was just noticing that Cassia's pulse lasers were firing off sporadically, so it looks like she had some kind of laser malfunction. Because she was targeting, I mean, her lasers were firing off on stuff that wasn't... Let's find out here. Power, life support, pulse lasers. Yeah, her pulse lasers are at 50% and 60, well, 60 and 70%. Still enough to malfunction. Her drives are
We got the fighter back in the
bad
hole.
shape.
She's a little beat up, but nothing we can't fix, Commander.
Set 2-1.
Power to engines.
Alright, let's get you back out in a good one.
Wilco, Commander. Let's deploy this fighter.
And there we go, light fight in the distance.
Ready and waiting, Commander.
Need to learn all the little target status symbols? Well, I can give you one. Whoa, he just took a hell of a hit. Attack my target.
Weapons free. Engage the target.
Confirmed. Engaging target.
Because there's a little telltale that lights up when they're suffering corrosive damage. Let me see if I can find it here in a second. Weapons.
All power to weapons.
There we go, it's the little, not a triangle, but it's the 3 equidistant lines pointing in. That means he's suffering corrosive.
Enemy is down.
And his power plant's off. iMage, still wishing for an FTL-type crew management system for Elite. That'd be fun.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Set 2-1.
Transferring power to engines.
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
Hardcore, thank you so much for the host. Dan Kirk just learned a new word. Did I just invent a new word accidentally? And an 07 to you too as well, Hardcore. Weapons.
Powering and
You know, it really helps if you're going to be firing a lot of beam lasers to have power to the weapons. Pro tip. Then again, I am often an idiot.
Enemy is down.
Alright, who else? Oh, you! Alright. Step right up.
Redirect your fire at the enemy, Commander. I'm not here for target practice.
Don't blame me, blame the guy chaffing the hell out of everything. Yeah, you're gonna stop spamming that chaff in a second, then you're just gonna stop. Goodbye.
Enemy is down.
Set 2-1.
all power to engines.
So the nice thing is, since I only have to just brush these people with the corrosive rounds... Oh, hello there, Deadly Anaconda. We're gonna have fun. Since only I have to brush these people with the corrosive rounds, I can really nurse the ammo load. Attack my target.
Weapons free.
Weapons.
Order confirmed.
Diverting
Engaging
power
target.
to weapons.
up. My ship is hit. Need assistance immediately. I'm taking a lot of fire, Commander. Hull down 50%.
Who's hitting you? Must be his fighter.
My hull won't last much longer. Assistance needed, Commander.
And you didn't need that power plant.
Enemy is eliminated.
That was
Commander.
nearly 500,000 credits for that guy. Hot damn, I think that's the highest I've ever seen. I think that's the highest bounty payout I've ever seen. And yeah, those Class 4 beams are absolutely hell on shields, and they are hell on hull too once you hit them with the corrosives. Of course, I'm also backing them up with a Class 3 beam slung under the nose. Who are you? Attack my target?
Weapons free.
Point me up, and Commander. I'll do the rest. Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Anybody else? iMage, did you see the... iMage, did you see the update on the kill warrant scanner? I did. I'm still trying to figure out if it's going to be that big a hit to... if it's going to be that big a hit to income or not. Hardcore, was that Diamondback named Velveeta? Because he melted. Well, yeah, and let's be fair, I am shooting a pretty, you know, pretty cheesy weapons load here, too. Set 2-1.
Max engines.
Recall the fighter.
Yes, Commander. Docking fighter immediately.
So,
Crew,
kill warrant
return
scanners,
at once.
as far as I know
Door
now,
opening.
when you scan a target, it will load up the biggest bounty, the biggest single bounty on the target. iMage can probably explain it better in chat because I don't have the information up in front of me right now, to be honest.
We got the fighter back in the hold. She's a little beat up, but nothing we can't fix, Commander.
Well, we only lost one fighter and we just gotta fix the other two. That's not bad. Right, let's get landed and let's see if we can't figure out what... Let's see if I can't find what the latest information on the kill warrant scanner is, too. And iMage, if you have a link to the description, by all means, please send it over to me and I'll read it out here. Because right now... Alright, thank you. Hardcore. Dumas, currently the kill warrant scanner lists all bounties of a targeted ship, allowing you to get paid multiple times for killing someone.
Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander.
Some of what we're talking about concern the changes coming next Tuesday when 3.0 comes out, and there's going to be a lot of changes to the game. Well, kinda, sorta. Let me let me get landed and I'll show you what we mean here. Core Dynamics, Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Requesting docking clearance.
Thank you, iMage.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4.
Copy 2-4. Okay, so they're changing that to the scanner will read all bounties, not just the top one. Alright. Possibly. Alright. If you're reading it right. Well, let's go have a look here and maybe read it together and see what we got. Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed when maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay.
So here, load that up. There's probably going to be a little bit of spike or, lag in the channel while that loads. Hopefully not. Okay, so if we look at our bounties right now, under the contacts, so we've got redeem all bounty vouchers, 2.3 million. Now there's also Federation in here because there's a federal aligned faction in the system. That is, oh, who is that? Purple Power Solution, I believe. Yeah, here we go. So HIP 5881, Purple Power Solution, and Union of Wang Free are all federal aligned. That's what that little star insignia means just before their name. So we can get paid for federal bounties here as well. Now, when I was scanning those targets, 1 second as the garbage truck slowly makes its way past my window. Always something. Anyway. Anyway, so there's... When I scan somebody with a kill warrant scanner, I also get bounties out of this jurisdiction. So if I were to, redeem all the bounties here, there are still bounties for the Alliance and the Empire. Now, this wasn't all just off of this one bounty run. I just haven't gone to the Alliance or the Empire to turn these in. So this is from multiple runs out and back to the resource site. But it lets me collect more than just bounties for the local star system. I'm also picking up Imperial and Alliance bounties as a whole, rather than as like... Well, you saw, I was getting bounties from every faction in the system. And here I just get a general bounty payout from the Alliance and the Empire. Apparently I've also got a 75 credit fine here in the People's Party of Menaratunu. I don't even know what that's about. Yeah, or a low-security mob lawyer to cash them in. If you go to a low-security system, you can go to Interstellar Factors and cash in the bounties. Now, there's a couple low-security systems around, but... Usually it'd be over here, like it'd say Interstellar Factors down below. That helps. Thanks again. No problem, Dumas. So let's see what other fun we can get up to here. Where the heck is Menaratunu? Ain't never been there. Yeah, I've never been there before either. Hair trigger. Doesn't using kill warrant scanner only result in a 10 to 20% difference? Yeah, as far as I know, it's like a 10 to 20% extra profit on top, which, 20% ain't bad. But it's not exactly going to, light the world on fire, because I'm not turning those bounties in right now. So I'm not getting any benefit from the kill warrant scanner immediately. And I'm still making a pretty hefty chunk of change. So let's get the Mananan McLear up to proper trim.
Shields offline.
That's not how we do it. Well, the problem is we're running an 8C power plant here. And we aren't getting any bigger power plant here. Right. Let's just load a bigger life support just because. Power coupling is good. Sensors. How is it that Glidden is throwing off... I don't know. Anyway. Utility mounts, we are running a whole lot of shield boosters. Well, actually, no, we aren't. We're running 4 shield boosters and a wake scanner. And the hard points are a little... Oh, that's right. I've got this thing loaded up with just a whole bunch of, Wait a minute. What's this running? Oh, thermal vents. Yeah, I kind of used this as the dump stat. I've got a bunch of stuff in here that... I mean, who's going to use an Imperial hammer on an Imperial cutter? The damn thing just couldn't... You couldn't aim the ship long enough to get the shots on. Like a 747-800 with a couple of 777s strapped to the wings. Why are the hard points backwards? I'm not seeing... I wasn't seeing that. How do you mean, why are the hard points backwards? This one is facing forward. Oh, they're listed small to big? I don't know, honestly. Because I know, yeah, you're right, on other ships they're listed big to small. Or, I don't know, honestly, it's just kind of a random arrangement. Oh, for size 3 missiles. That would be hilarious. Okay, let's load up the kill warrant scanner stuff here. Pull this over. Here's the chat. Start a new thread. Let's see here. So this is from Sandro Samarco, and this was posted today. When you hand in a normal bounty, you increase your reputation with the faction that issued it, which also trickles some reputation to its associated superpower, unless it was an independent faction. Increase the influence of the faction you hand the bounty claim into, and receive credits for the claim. Okay, let's run... Okay, so you increase your reputation. So if I turned in with, say, Purple Power Solution... that increases their reputation, and since they are Federation aligned, that increases that reputation. Kobo, I'm planning on putting 3 Seeker missile racks on my Chieftain to use it for assassination missions. That could work. I like that idea. Because the lightweight interstellar bounties had no faction, only a superpower. They had no faction to give reputation to. This is talking about the... when you do the kill warrant scan, like those Alliance and Imperial bounties I had. They have no faction, they're only a superpower. So, they only increased superpower reputation, and by too much. They could be handed in at any faction associated with their superpower. After which, they then distributed their influence to all factions in the system according to each faction's current portion of influence. So the faction with the most influence in the system would get the biggest cut. Let's see here. Any faction not aligned with the bounty's superpower would then discard its share. Okay, fair enough. They could be handed in at interstellar factors, which would unintentionally apply the same rules of sharing out influence to the system where interstellar factors was. Interesting, I didn't know that. So you could turn that in at a place that didn't have any superpower alignment, and then it would just totally dismiss that, I guess. This allowed you to support factions in the background simulation. It did so in a messy way. For example, a federal faction in a system where it was the only federal faction could benefit more from a federal lightweight interstellar bounty than if other federal factions were present. You could pour huge amounts of influence collected from all over human space into a single system, which was manifestly unfair to independent factions as well as being illogical. It was a confusing system that allowed complicated and undesirable results. Okay, I can see where that would have just blown the background sim all to hell and gone. Ah, the law of unintended consequences. So, the new interstellar bounties will use the following rules. When a ship's total bounty value of all bounties and fines for factions associated with a single superpower exceeds 2 million credits, they will become a single interstellar bounty, valid in all jurisdictions associated with that superpower. Okay, I see how that works, I think. So, say you've made an enemy in Narvert Purple Power Solutions. Okay, let's look at the factions here. So, you've got bounties against you from 5881 LTD, Narvert Purple Power Solutions, and Union of Wang Free. So, if you get more than 2 million credits combined bounty from these three factions, then it turns into a global federal bounty valid in all systems. Right now, if you've got under the new system, yeah, let the Freedom Wang, don't even get your mind out of the gutter. I can see you up there. So right now, or under the new system, I should say, under the new system, if you get 1.5 million credit bounties and then fly to the Sol system, you're fine. Nothing's going to happen. If you get 2,000,001 credit bounty from these three factions combined, you are not safe anywhere in federal space. I can see how that works. I can see how that applies. When you claim a superpower bounty, you will receive all of the bounties as individual claims, allowing you to choose which ones to cash in. Alternatively, you can use interstellar factors to claim them all at a reduced value and a loss of influence. Okay, the kill warrant scanner will have the following functionality shortly after launch. 1. It will detect all bounties issued by all factions in the system. It will grant a license to kill any ship that has a federal bounty on it if you're in federal jurisdiction. Any ship that has an Empire bounty if in an Imperial jurisdiction, and any ship that has an Alliance bounty if in an Alliance jurisdiction. Detecting any bounties with a kill warrant scanner will prevent you losing reputation with the ship's faction when you destroy it, unless it belonged to a criminal faction. Making the kill warrant scanner work in this way neatly differentiates its use from interstellar bounties, whilst retaining a strong case for using one in terms of credits, reputation, and gaining influence. Alright. Okay, I can see how this would work on paper. Yeah, if we test this out in real life and see what happens, shouldn't be too horrible. Alright. So next step, we'll go to EDDB. And let's go find... We need an 8A power plant. Stations. Near here. Click on find, and what do we got? What in the... Really? Okay, so a funny thing, and this has been brought up before, but... So I'm seeing here, Shuttleworth Station in the Narvert system is actually selling Class 8A power plants. Awesome! Excellent! System map.
System map.
Shuttleworth Station. How in the blinkety hell am I supposed to land an Imperial cutter here? Why do they even carry Class 8A power plants? They also sell 7As. Awesome! You know, at this rate, with the 8A power plant and the 7A thrusters, you just slap those onto the side of the station and you turn it into a ship. Maybe this is how megaships are born. Maybe the outposts are just embryonic megaships. Yeah, there are no medium ships that can take a size 8 power plant, nor a size 7 thruster array. Too bad you can't buy modules and directly store them. I know. Many, many grumbles were had. Alright, so it looks like our best bet is Bucky Terminal in the Kowahing system. Leftovers from getting it into orbit. Okay, Bucky Terminal. Now, what have I got on this thing for... Okay, thrusters, and they are engineered, I believe. Yes, they are. Grade 5 dirty drive tune. Lights on?
Lights on.
So the thing does not maneuver very well. I mean, let's face it, Imperial cutters don't maneuver worth a damn. However, this one goes like a freight train. Gear up.
Retracting landing modules.
Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Services at the Thargoids are constantly being updated. Remember to visit every training.
Jeb clicked the wrong box in the order form. I wonder how they could even deliver that. So here we go, 436. 437.
You are clear of the station. Flight control signing off.
I've always wondered why some outposts have a mini mail slot. Maybe it's for fighters. That would be kind of neat if the big stations have the sprinkler system of doom, which is to say that massive weapons array which pretty much vaporizes anybody the moment they, you know, get so much as a parking violation. What if outposts just started deploying fighters like crazy?
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
KZ Fusion, thank you so much for the host. Long time no see, how you doing? OMG, it's Mr. Moo, yes it is. Yeah, good to see you again, just what's been up? I've been just poking around here trying stupid builds. Had the Mauler hauler out for a while. It was I super engineered a hauler just because, and started hunting anacondas with it. But right now we need to up the power plant on this this cutter just a little bit. It's a little anemic. Been finishing up Diamondback Scout before 3.0 hits. Gonna make a clone DBS in my current build. See which one I like more to test the engineering changes. Nice idea, I like that. Oh, I need to work on my DBS a bit. I've got it. It's a great stealth build, but stealth versus NPCs, I mean, you know, it's great versus players, but against NPCs, it's kind of useless. At least as far as I've seen. Well, maybe not useless, but certainly greatly reduced utility. Anemic, it's as white as a sheep. Don't you mean sheet? Oh yeah, the best defense with NPCs is the maneuverability. Oh, I absolutely love the maneuverability on the Diamondback Scout.
Scan detected.
Gear down?
Gear down.
Did somebody say pip? KZ Fusion, I hate shields because I hate having to manipulate my pips more than I have to.
Landing successful. Command system shut down.
We advise that all commanders be aware of their speed while in and around the star.
Pip pip cheerio. Yep, a monster. A monster has been... All glory to the Pipnotoad. On second thought, let us not visit Narvert. It is a silly place.
Shield offline.
It's only 158 million. It's only money. And I am still almost 4 megawatts over. Oh, how bad is it? It's pretty bad, actually.
Shields online.
Okay, so it turns out you can't actually build this thing entirely out of beam lasers and missiles. Who knew? Well, actually a lot of people knew. We really need optional power generators or capacitors. That would be fun. With what, added chance of explosion or something if they're hit as external modules? I mean, yeah, I want to see benefit, but I want to kind of see cost just in case. And let's turn in the cartographics here because I'm tired of hauling around this data for the Thargoids system for whatever reason. Well, that's enough fun with the cutter. What have I even got on this thing? Inventory. I can hold 8 tons of cargo. This thing must be... Oh yeah, this thing is a massive passenger carrier.
And thanks for choosing this facility.
Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Cost could also be a heavy weight. True.
Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
I need to outfit this thing with cargo racks and just turn it back into my super heavy Starlifter. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
The Imperial Cutter. Many things. Nimble is not one of them. Vox, mind if I link to an image on Reddit? Go right ahead. Go for it. I was assuming it was a screenshot and nothing horrible. I trust you. Alright, let's see what this is. Get around here so I'm actually, you know, pointed where I want to be. Nah. Well, that's interesting. I like how they got the name separated there. I like that. Yeah, that's the first thing I actually noticed, Vox. That there was actually a two-line name there. That's nifty. I like that. Try it on a ship live? You know what? May as well. Yeah, let's get landed and find out if that works. So for those watching on YouTube later, what I'm going to be doing is attempting to get a multi-line name on the ship. We'll see if that pulls anything off. How well it works. I'm seeing evidence here on a screenshot that it can work, but no guarantee. Science!
Kudamaya, Kilo Yankee, Lima. This is the Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
Kudamaya, Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Requesting docking bay.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4.
Copy 2-4. Go try 10 or more lines. Let's just try for 2. Gear down.
The gear is down and locked.
Is not permitted. We thank commanders for the cooperation.
Come on.
Landing successful. Docking restraints engaged.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can see here. Let's just see if that works first. Nameplate. Let me check out this screenshot again and make sure I'm doing it right. Make sure you type the N as lowercase. All right. Let's try that. Maybe? Question mark? Okay, that worked. Thereabouts. Though... the slash with a space is unnecessary. Alright. So without the second slash. Ah, my bad. Alright. Like so? Like so! Well, how about that? Alright. Neat. Okay, so let's try multiples here. Instead of... Okay. Well, isn't that a nifty little trick we can use? Dear Frontier, please don't ban me. It works! Well, that's just... This gives me ideas. Dear Frontier, please don't ban me. Cue evil laugh track. I won't be too evil on this. And yeah, remember, put the last N in, otherwise it's EAS phenomena. Doot 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 doot. Charging my attack. Phenomena. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Phenomena. Oh, welcome to Narvert. It is a silly place. It is silly, but we love it. So say we all, Hair Trigger. And then I totally forgot to reconvert this thing to cargo. Silly me. Oops. Because, yeah, you load this thing up with cargo and you could replenish a station in one go. Someone on Reddit made their name run off the edge of the ship. Let's not go too crazy here. Unless it actually, you know... Watch, the name extends the hitbox or something.
Shield offline.
Or, conversely, fancy, he's got a holographic name projector. Let's just throw a bunch of these into... No, we can't throw a bunch of these into storage. Let's just get the, Let's just get the cargo bay going then. How much cargo? All the cargo. And based on that thumpa 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 I feel behind me and the fact that there's actually stuff shaking on my desk, I can only assume that there is a Hank hanking around behind me. There we go, and how much cargo we got on board now? We got a bit. 536 tons of cargo. Not bad. Yes, you can go bigger, but... Hank, no! Hank, yes! No hanky-panky.
Shield online.
No, KZ, you haven't heard about, Hank lately. He's turned into a big boy. He's running right around 17, 18 pounds for a 3-year-old cat. Though he's still kind of a kitten. Big guy. And since we think he's part Norwegian forest cat, if not all Norwegian forest cat. He loves climbing. He loves leaping. Unfortunately, he's like a cannonball leaping into the bed in the middle of the night, which pretty much catapults me out of bed because I think the place has been hit by an asteroid, a bomb, or both. She is very close to dangerous rating. Nice. How are we doing anyway on influence? 47%. Well, let's get that going a little bit more. Always had dogs and cats are usually only like 5 pounds if I ever to pick one up to move it out of my garage. What are you feeding him? We are feeding him some very, very good kibble and giving him a whole lot of love. Also, Yuki is eating that same kibble and she's something like 15 pounds. The neighbor kids. Oh, no, we aren't feeding any kids to Hank. Let's see here. Wongarateri, 13 tourists. Hey, everybody. You want to ride in a battle cruiser? We haven't heard Leaf Blower Guy for a while. Yeah, I got a few words about Leaf Blower Guy. You know, I was trying to say this the other day, and I just got totally interrupted by Leaf Blower Guy, as a matter of fact. But I can say American Gods is real, and I think Leaf Blower Guy is just a modern incarnation of Sisyphus. Because, seriously, in Seattle, in the rain, trying to use a leaf blower to clear water out of a puddle. That is some Greek tragedy level kind of punishment there. Gear up.
Gear up.
Was it an electric one? No, it was gas-powered. Unfortunately. Give the guy a push broom, it'll work quicker. Yeah, Elon Musk flamethrowers I mage, that's just... If you look up Hank Scorpio from The Simpsons, I'm pretty sure that's who Elon Musk actually is. KZ Fusion, I used to make some of my lower ranked dudes in the USMC mop in the rain or sweep in a sandstorm if they were late to work. Oh. I shouldn't laugh, but you know what? I'm gonna. Alright, Heaviside survey. So, who's gonna come and try to take out this tour group? Who is going to try to hijack me because of this super dangerous tour group? Oh yeah, it is a very well-known punishment. Still, yeah, I don't want to laugh because I really don't want to tempt fate. Still waiting on the simulation to reset to 2015. Oh no, don't you put that evil in this chat. Yeah, I don't want to tempt fate with something like that. On the other hand, you know, as I've mentioned before, as my dad used to say, never laugh at a person until you've walked a mile in their shoes. Then you're a mile away and you got their shoes. New signal source. What kind of fun we got here? Convoy dispersal. Nah. Completely stupid you can't be to work on time when you live in a barracks 100 meters from work. So they got a completely stupid punishment. Fair enough. Guess I could have made them come in 3 hours early for work to clean the work center, but that would have been making them not get as much sleep. Well, when you put it that way, then yes, your punishment is firm but fair. Fairly firm. And the pip smiles upon your punishment and your benevolence. Alright, 5 seconds on the approach. We are going to smack into the gravity step at way too fast if that keeps up. I'm amazed nobody's trying to hijack this tour group. Apparently they're learning. Or I could have given them papers to sign. After 3 of those, you lose rank. Yes, you are... Okay, when given context, which is important... Dumas, is that what happens? I tend to come in fast and then it goes super speed. Yeah, you want to come in at something like below... Oh boy. You want to hit the blue zone on the planet at under 100 kilometers per second. I want to say. And then you want to hit the yellow zone, the final gravity step, and go into glide at something like under 10 kilometers per second. Whiz, not with that big gunship. Hair triggered because you aren't hauling limpets. Gear down.
Down and locked.
So for those wondering about that, Commander Athador, a fuel rat, was recently interdicted by somebody who decided to, you know, hijack him for his limpets. KZ Fusion, always stay at the bottom of the blue, not save you more than about 5 seconds real time, be in the middle. You never drop too fast, yeah. Glide is 10 kilometers per second limit, otherwise it counts as an emergency drop, alright? Well, it was an unarmed Conda, so, you know. Yeah, Kobo, the, Athador's Conda, his Rataconda, was unarmed.
Incoming message.
I mean, the pirate wasn't armed as far as, or wasn't unarmed. I'm pretty sure the pirate had guns. Otherwise, he was even more, I don't even... I guess I wouldn't put it past him. I've seen stranger. No, I'm pretty sure the pirate was armed. Yeah, that pirate got chased off by system security pretty quickly. The pirate was in a Imperial Clipper, and this system security Cobra shows up and just lights his ass up like Christmas. Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Lost all his shields, and he lost something like 30 or 40% hull from what I saw. And he is now the Dirt Pirate Roberts. It's true. The worst pirate I've never heard of. Oop, and I got a note there. Hello there. The usual Discord. There we go. Sorry about that. Didn't miss. Sorry about missing that. 60% hull. Well then. Hello, Pipander. Oh no. Yeah, he was down to 30-ish hull when he jumped. He was at 30 or maybe just a little bit lower. I saw that. I remember that. Damn it, now I'm kind of curious about loading up my my Imperial Clipper, playing around with that a little bit. Did I say something wrong? No, no, Ash, you didn't say anything wrong. With system security yelling, "Stop resisting." You know, I don't think they had time to say anything. It was just, hey look, this guy just interdicted a fuel rat. Open fire. Which, you know, I'm okay with. Maybe send him a friend request, just so he knows where not to be.
Fuel skipping. Fuel sneaker disengaged.
Yeah, we're just, well, kinda, sorta. We're just playing with the big guns now. We've been running with the Corvette, did a minor bit of modification on the cutter. But the Corvette, I am very happy with the performance. This thing just melts ships now. You know, thought about doing some other silly stuff, like maybe canyon running in a Type 10. I mean, if you hit the canyon, you just crack the planet instead of the other way around. Revolutionize mining and exploration. If you don't like the planet, you just turn it into a new asteroid belt. Got yourself a hauler and somehow managed to make 650 grand today? Well done. Were you anaconda hunting? I should break out the Mauler hauler a little bit too, but I don't know. Maybe I should just break out some kind of, you know, do some kind of stupid, crazy engineering on a Sidewinder. Emphasis on the stupid part. Oh, we are going to hit this way too fast. Is doing hauling missions and transferring missions, keeping as far away as possible from combat. Not a bad idea when you're flying a hauler. Pirate Sighty? Still remember those NPC wings of Sidewinders with plasma accelerators. Oh, no, 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 no. Those weren't plasma accelerators, those were plasma multi-cannons. Or maybe they were rail multi-cannons. Either way. Or beam rail guns, that's what they were. Yeah, let us not speak of that. Except in hushed tones. Maybe spit and turn around 3 times every time you mention it. Looking back at the Dirt Pirate Roberts, I think System Security was actually a federal gunship. That doesn't sound right. It had maneuverability. And speed. Point defense torpedoes. Gear down?
Lowering landing gear.
Well, if you're hearing about the turn a vet into a Star Destroyer, I'm already mostly there. What did you miss? Well, let's see here. There was a AI update for NPCs a couple years back, which somehow broke the guns and gave them all kinds of interesting crossover weaponry. Like the gimbaled railgun beam. System security was a vulture? Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Ash Best AIOP. Oh, you are not wrong. At least in that case. And then they, brought the AI back down to... Well, back down to the point where AI apparently stands for artificial idiot. Gear up. Up. Haha. One headache avoided. What do you think about 3.0? Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. Ash Best, I can finally play the game and watch the stream from start on Friday. Excellent. Wiz, what do I think about 3.0? I think it's mostly good. I mean, we'll see what happens when it goes live. Still a little iffy about the changes to the kill warrant scanner, but I can see where they're coming from. Gonna be really interesting to see, see what, like, the Class 3 railguns are. I think they're called Gauss cannons. Really, really looking forward to the Chieftain. I'm gonna have fun with that, I think. Let's see here. They are changing around some of the, Ash, they are changing around some of the trade functions. They are adding a new ship. Sensors indicate being followed by FDK Poncho 2017. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Hope you enjoy your stay. New ships. They're changing kill warrant scanners around. They're changing the crime and punishment system around. The Thargoids are coming closer. Actually, galaxy map.
Displaying map.
They're in ball. They hit the ball system. That's 54 light years away. Dan Kirk, do you PvP? Not on stream. In fact, I will... Yeah, they're here. Armstrong Enterprise just took a hit. I don't PvP all that much. I mean, one, I've really been over-reliant on gimbals. I need to step up my game with fixed guns. And I'm just not, I'm not too terribly keen on it in the first place. I mean, nothing against it. Ash Best, yes, they are in the bubble. They are 54 light years away from the Narvert system. Kobo, I had an idea for a ship where you fly a fighter and just let the ship do its thing. I could do that. I'm here in the Hazres. Weapons.
All power to weapons.
Wilco, Commander. Let's deploy this fighter.
Oh, like an AI pilot? Good luck on that, I think.
Ready and waiting, Commander.
Attack mode?
Position for attack.
I'm on the lookout, Commander. Scanning for contacts.
Target shields offline. Scan detected.
Commander.
Ashbest, how can I help without getting involved in combat? If you mean helping the Narvert faction, just coming out and do missions for the Air Entry Alliance. Yeah. Trading, exploring, passengers, anything like that.
Target destroyed. Searching for further contacts.
Anything big to play with? Doesn't look like it. Actually, with Thargoids here... Set 2-1.
Diverting power to requested system.
Recall the fighter. Recall the... okay.
Yes, Commander. Docking fighter immediately.
Affirmative. Stand by. Door opening.
Does influence go up if I trade from Air Entry Alliance to Air Entry Alliance? I believe it does. I believe you get paid twice. It helps in that system, and it helps in the originating system.
Fighter on board. Finalizing retrieval process.
Yeah, Dunkirk, Class 3 rails, the Gauss cannon, at least from what I saw in the trailer. You load those up with super penetrator rounds, and basically you'll turn a ship inside out when you shoot it. Alright, let's get the Outrunner set up for passengers. What's the best frameshift drive I should get? Anything that's, well, the biggest one you can get, so if you can stick a Class 3 frameshift drive on, get the A-rated. Get a 3A. Yeah, as big as will fit and A-rated. In the meantime, we're going to get the Outrunner configured for passengers and go help evacuate. How much is that? It depends on the size of the frameshift drive. Yeah, Ashbet. Okay, an adder. Let's see. Let me load up Coriolis here and let me send you a link here.
Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
Actually. Nope, that's not the one. So Coriolis there, that link I just sent you, that is a online ship builder, which will also show you prices for everything.
Landing permitted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 02.
Copy 02. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
Okay, Outrunner, let's get you configured. Detailed surface scanner, 3 FSD fuel scoop, and you also want a advanced discovery scanner. And here comes the Python hype. That's right. Hype train is rolling on the Python. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, didn't want to sell the multi-cannon, wanted to store the multi-cannon. So let's get that fixed right now. Speaking of pythons, I renamed mine the cheat code. Okay, so big ass shotguns along with a couple of beam lasers. That'll put in work. Economy class, economy class, economy class. All right, we seem to be pretty well. Actually, we are pretty well equipped here. Lights on?
Lights on.
Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Alright, let's go be heroes. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Ship detach complete. You are clear to leave.
Now I've got the Outrunner engineered pretty high there. Ashbest, how do you do the voice message thing? Okay, this is where the apps command comes in. So I use voice attack right there on voiceattack.com and Alex from HCS Voice Packs. And you tie them together, and it gives you voice control over the ship. And also, if you play Star Citizen, HCS Voice Packs runs with that as well. A little added incentive there if you're interested. I should really update that to be proper links. Which I will do after the show. Right now, though, right now we got work to put in. Star Citizen, yes, it's another spaceflight sim. It's still in alpha stage, but it is cooking along. For a while they ran into some difficulty. Now they're making progress again. Yeah, only on PC though. Star Citizen and these other, voice attack and voice packs, those are only PC. Let's see here. Get this. Elite track is now set back up for missions. Yeah, I believe in it too. I think that, they ran into a hell of a difficulty, but they're getting themselves back on track and sorted out. More spaceflight sims and galaxy sims are always good. So as I was saying, modification here, I'm running 6A thrusters with grade 5 dirty drive tune. My frag cannons are corrosive double shot. My power plant, I'm actually running a low output power plant. Which isn't, you know, it doesn't generate as much energy as your standard power plant, but it runs cooler. Which on this ship, I've designed this thing to be a smuggling vessel. It just tends to do, it just does really well in cases here, like with Armstrong Enterprise, where, well, you'll see. If you haven't seen one of these stations after being hit by a Thargoid attack, you'll see why I need the extra cooling. Took a T6 loaded with heat sinks into the stations. That's a valid option too. Yeah, I still run heat sinks, and I'm running a very cool running ship. I mean, I'm in Super Cruise here. I'm pulling off 28%. That's not bad. Collector limited all the floating pods. Now that's an idea. Will we see Thargoids? Combat aftermath detected. Not right now we aren't. I'm gonna work on rescues. Where is the rescue megaship? It should be... It's here. 1.5 megameters away. Well, it's... I was gonna say it's not as bad as it could be. No, it's pretty bad.
Commander, this is Flight Control. Federal authorities have declared a state of emergency at this facility. We're rerouting all civilian traffic to alternative locations.
Find me a parking spot.
Sending docking request.
Clear for approach. You may need to deploy heat sinks when you get inside, Commander.
Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Touchdown confirmed. You should be safe for now, Commander.
Alright, everybody, orderly line. We'll get you out of here.
Incoming mission critical message.
Lopez DF, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to Everything is on Fire. Alright, full boat. Rescue ship, 2 megameters away. Gear up.
Restraints have been disabled.
Retracting landing
Hope you
gear.
can get out of this in one piece, Commander.
Come on.
Heat sink deployed.
Free and clear. I feel like a bad person when I did passenger missions because I prioritized profitable. Cheers for the chill stream. Well, thank you very much. Gotta stay chill with the station on fire. Yeah, I think... well, wait, no, I don't have a spoiler on board this thing, I don't think. And if I do, apparently I don't anymore. Falcon to Lacey, Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Asking now.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Okay, folks, gonna be a little bit of a bump. We're here. Get out. Yeah, we call that the GTFO landing.
Incoming message. Incoming message. Incoming message. Incoming message. Incoming message.
The bump wakes up the passengers. Yeah, it incentivizes a rapid disembarkation. 23 refugees looking to get off the starport. Right, what am I missing? Data capacity. Don't need all that anomalous bulk scan data. Modified embedded firmware. And keep that just in case. Specialized legacy. I'll be very happy when we actually get our data. Our increased data storage.
Incoming message.
Alright, everybody's off the boat. Next round. Think in emergency evac situations, all factions should be merged to one emergency faction with just evac numbers listed. I kind of like that idea. I like that. Gear up.
Retracting landing modules.
Gain the hang of landing with a controller. Oh, good. In stations like this, you really need it. Faller 14, is it a VR game? It can be. It can be. Right now I am just flying in normal 2D mode, and I have a head tracker.
This is Federal Flight Control. Be aware, this facility is suffering from severe...
I've got a head tracker strapped to the side of my, side of my headphones.
Access granted. Prepare for sudden course adjustments as you enter.
Damn, that's a mess. Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Eh. Close enough.
Landing complete. Stabilizing core temperature.
Yeah, no problem, Faller. I do have a VR set with this, and it is absolutely amazing to fly in VR, but it doesn't do any favors for anybody watching the stream. Because it's one of those weird things that if you're wearing the VR headset, everything looks absolutely rock steady. However, if you're a viewer, the view is just juddering and sweeping around everywhere, and I don't suffer from motion sickness, but I know quite a few viewers would, depending on how much VR flying I was doing. I will do a VR stream at some point here, but today is not that day. Is it possible to set up a PSVR with PC? I'm not sure.
Incoming mission critical message.
Oop. Allow. Oh, you got a T9 in there?
Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, I think, as iMage said, PSVR may be Sony, yeah, Sony locked. Okay, any more people I can get out of here? No. Alright, we're clear.
Put out any fighting. Report all hull breaches to the nearest member of station personnel.
Warning. Taking heat. Incoming mission critical message.
Gear up.
Have been disabled. You're not out of the woods yet, Commander.
Heat sink deployed.
Yeah, because doing 400 meters per second out the dock on a flaming station isn't a bad idea at all. So yeah, right now I have my head tracker turned on, and it's a little bit easier on the viewers than VR. I usually use it in dogfights. I don't know that auto-docking is even enabled on the big stations that are on fire. Okay, yeah, auto-dock doesn't work, period. That's what I thought. It's all manual. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
It would be kind of funny if it, you know, since Autodoc usually plays the Blue Danube, in this case it'd be playing Faust. Alright, everybody off.
Incoming message. Incoming message.
Yes, Ashbest, it is possible to auto-dock if you pick up a module called a docking computer.
Incoming message.
And, yeah, auto-dock, when you engage the auto-dock and when you're landing at a station, it automatically plays the Blue Danube.
Incoming message.
You know, a little bit of a shout-out to 2001.
Incoming message.
Alright, who am I missing? Nothing. Alright. What's this? Mission board. Suddenly Eli's snarky comment makes a lot more sense. Aha! How much does it cost? Well, good thing is we have outfitting here. Let's find out. Now, Ashbest, a caveat to the docking computer is, if you're doing any smuggling, don't use the docking computer. Because it will put you in line, and you will patiently wait, and then you will be scanned, and then you will be patiently blown up. Don't really need this, do I? And don't need this, so... Anyway, docking computer. I am either blind or they don't have one for sale here. Why can I not sell the cargo rack? Apparently because I have... commodities. Alright. Oh, they've been loading me up with stuff here. Alright, we'll keep the cargo rack. Howdy, Hank. Okay, and let's find out just how much we can make on one of these rescue missions. So right now we got 747,128,000. 747,128. And unfortunately, I can't show you how much a docking computer costs because they don't have them for sale here. Fowler, I still remember Elite 1. Oh, what happened in Elite 1, if I may ask? The auto dock? Gear up.
Retracting landing modules.
New command. Howdy, Hank. Reply. Meow. Hank doesn't go meow very much. He goes harf. Don't ask me why, but yes, he is a harf. Thank you very much. 747-128-454.
From severe structural damage. Approach with extreme caution. You've been granted restricted access, Commander.
Hank is my cat. Well, supposedly a cat. He's kind of more livestock. 17, 18 pounds. Only 3 years old. He's a Norwegian forest cat. That's what I get for talking about cats instead of... Holy crap, there's an explosion there. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Attention all pilots. Emergency response vessels will be given priority for landing. Do not impede
Close enough.
approach.
Hank is kind of a cross between a bowling ball and a Muppet.
Landing complete. You should be safe for now, Commander.
Incoming mission critical message.
Exterior docks would be ideal for such events? Possibly. Although, can you imagine having to spin down the station? And how many civilians actually ignored their zero-G training, just in case, because the station never spins down? I can see a horrible, horrible thing happening.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, full load. Everybody hang on to something. Stay away from the external hull. And, yeah, hold on to something tight.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Warning.
Clear for takeoff.
Gear up.
Watch out for wreckage
Landing gear
overhead.
released.
Watch your head on the way out. Yeah, got it.
Heat sink deployed.
We're clear. If the station isn't repaired fast enough, it loses orbital momentum. Why would it be losing orbital momentum? Gretel, just got back home. What'd I miss? The Thargoids are 54 light years from Narvert. Another wave of bug attacks. Yeah, oh shit, that's a pretty good... a very succinct and accurate assessment of the situation. Gear down.
Deploying gear.
They should create a pip cabin. You're sorry. No, you're not. Good thing I'm 25,000 light years away. Yeah, I hear that anywhere else is very nice this time of year. Alright, again, everybody off. Orderly line, or I will just, you know, open the cargo bay and you guys can all fall out. If the passengers are in that much of a hurry to leave, strap them to the hull. I don't know that they would handle Super Cruise very well from that position. You know, it's like that, well, I don't want to say poor bastard because he pretty much did this all to himself, but, you know, that guy that,
Incoming message.
you know, threatened me on my own boat.
Incoming message.
So I dropped him off at a neutron star. Alright. So, what did we make here? Money, money, money. Did I just miss how much money we had? 747, 128, 454. So we made 747, 826. So about 700 grand. $700-ish. I mean, not the greatest profit, but turnaround time is damn quick. Nose down, open scoop, and shake. There you go. Gear up. Gear up.
Gear up.
Set to 1.
Powering engines.
Hit it.
Preparing for jump.
Ash Best Me earns 650 grand in 3 to 5 hours. Moo earns 700 grand in 20 minutes. Well, let's be fair, this wasn't...
Point telemetry. Stand by.
This is Federal Flight Control.
Alex, we weren't in hyperspace, we were just super cruising.
Facility. This area has been declared unsafe by federal authorities.
Well, I mean, if you load up passenger modules on your adder, you could. I mean,
When you get inside, Commander.
it's not going to be 700 grand, but it's a way to build up cash. Come on. Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Stay alert, Commander. Multiple debris fields spotted in the area.
Yeah, I saw that tower. Thanks for the warning. Multiple debris fields spotted in the area.
Landing complete. I hope you're here to help, pilot.
Oh good, they've got outfitting in a shipyard here. Excellent. Exploration can make a lot, yeah, if you get the big, you know, the bighorn to honk. There may be a little bit of cherry picking going on.
Mission critical message.
And no more room, one open seat.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Gear up.
Ship is free.
Gear up.
Watch out for wreckage
Gear coming
overhead.
in.
Heat sink deployed.
Really just want to do exploration, travel, and find interesting things. Nothing wrong with that, Ash. But yeah, like they were saying, there's a bit of an upfront cost when it comes to getting your exploration rig set up. iMage, can you shoot the debris to any effect? No, you can't. Unfortunately. Ashbest, is it possible for a star to go supernova in this game? As far as I know, no. Which is really too bad, because I would really like to see Betelgeuse go, you know, kablam. That's a technical term. Gear down.
Down and locked.
Ashbest, Q4 is Q4, so the last 3 months of the year there's supposed to be a major update coming out. A big exploration. Hopefully a big boost to exploration. Slightly overshot, but we didn't bash into the bad this time, so, you know.
Incoming message. Incoming message. Incoming message.
Yep, fleet carriers and squadrons, or clans, or tribes, or whatever you want to call it, being added in. That's going to be fun.
Incoming message.
Player-owned capital ships. Oh, they do want to implement supernovas. Well, then again, they do want to implement space legs and walking around on stations, and that keeps getting pushed back. I mean, what's the there. The standard response. Soon. Now with trademark. Anybody didn't get off? Nope, we're good. Okay. Better unload the cargo bay. Neofabric insulation is very profitable here. Huh, I wonder why they need so much insulation. Pip pending? Listen, you. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
What can I shut off to maybe help my cooling a little bit more? Oh. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. That'll help my heat. Alright, we're good. KZ Fusion, sorry buddy, from the latest dev, space legs are still just a thought. Nothing... yeah. It makes me sigh.
Commander, this is Federal Flight Control. We're issuing warnings to all pilots in the vicinity. This area has been declared unsafe by federal authorities. You've been granted restricted access, Commander. Proceed with caution.
Copy, Tower. Proceeding with caution. Gear down.
The gear is down and locked.
Landing complete. I hope you're here to help, pilot.
Ashbest, my friend is honestly dumb. On an exam question it asked, why is Antarctica important? And he wrote, yes. Righto then. Everybody get on the boat or you're going to be a permanent resident. Alright, one seat left. Good enough. Gear up.
Retracting landing.
It's free. You're not out of the woods yet, Commander.
Viking departure. Ashbest, are we the only ones cleaning the station out? No, there's plenty of other people. I was just flying in private group because usually I stream in private or in solo because it avoids headaches. And then I saw the station was being attacked by Thargoids and I went, oh, I should help out, and I never actually bothered to switch the, switch out. No, just me being dumb. Well, maybe not dumb, but missing a detail. Gear down.
Down and locked.
Alright, everybody, here comes the airplane. Apparently flown by United. Also, you said there were two bubbles, found the main one, couldn't find the other one. Ashbest, if you look up a system called Colonia, you won't see it. There's no major political factions there, but if you just look up the Colonia system, you will see a new populated area. It's at about 21,000, 22,000 light years away from the original bubble.
Incoming message. Incoming message. Incoming message.
Alright, how are we doing on cargo? Alright. Let's fix that up and... Hey, let's clean up the paint a little bit. We want to be nice and shiny. Hank, what in the hank are you doing? Paint's all melting off. You would think being reflective that it would help, but no. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Ashbest, yes. So, basically, yeah, a new world is starting up there. A whole new bubble. It was... when did Jock Station get flown out there? That was, what, 2 years ago now? I want to say, thereabouts. Anybody correct me on that? But, yeah, it started off with one station out there, and then they started building colonies and sending out a bunch of a bunch of cargo ships loaded with materials to build more stuff. And then they started building a bunch of waypoints and way stations in between here in Colonia. 2 or 3 stations. I think there's a little bit more than that. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
Attention all pilots. Emergency response vessels will be given priority for landing. Do not impede their approach. You're on the deck.
No, Beldraco, the ship is going to be there in permanent orbit, if I understand right. Gretel, what have we done? I'm just giving people what they want. I don't know what you people have done. I know, now we're in glorious Pippengrad. We have pipulated the stream with pips. I hate you all. No, that's not true. I just hate most. Wait, no, that's not... Damn it. Chat has become drunk with power. And now, fight for his favors. Still waiting on the eventual pipcast. Gear up. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Might have to unfollow now. No, that's fair. I understand. The only trade route that EDDB comes up with is bio-waste from Narvert to Wang. Well, shit. Making a whole 1 credit per ton. Ooh, a shiny credit and all? Yeah, we need higher quality stations to trade with. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Pip coins, much better than credit. Oh, don't you go starting. How much is a pip coin worth nowadays? Right now it is worth 5,700 and it's gone. If they made a CG to build up Colonia, how many people would jump stuff from current bubble to Colonia? They've done that. That's how Colonia initially really got going. Repairing Jacques Station, building some of the outposts. It apparently paid very well. I mean, it was like a 4-week... it was like a... Yeah, it was a 1-month community goal. But lots and lots of people. I mean, they flew enough out there to build stations. Quite a few planetary outposts.
Incoming message.
Let's go have a look, actually, at the map, once we get everybody off my boat. Yeah, the rats have a station out in Colonia. I mean, it really started helping once they got a station out there that was capable of once they got a station out there that was capable of selling mining equipment. a lot of the materials got easier. iMage, the pip coin is about 0.12 Hank coins and about 0.05 Mucash. Howdy, Hank. How you doing, buddy? Do the devs place the ship, or do the devs place the stations, or do the players? A little bit of both. You can set up a... you can ask them to create a community goal. There's actually a submission form. I don't know if it's still open or if it's backlogged to hell and gone. But you can... a community goal. That is a bunch of pilots going out for a common goal. That's what you do when you build up a station. You can petition Frontier to say, hey, we would like to build a station in so-and-so system, possibly around so-and-so planet. And Frontier will say, here is a community goal then. You know, you are scheduled to go whenever. Yeah, every Thursday, possibly on Tuesdays too, I'm not sure. But if we check the mission board, I can show you what we mean. Community goals. So there's combat operations in Pleiades Sector OI-TC3-7, which is fighting Thargoids. And there's also a recovery operation for rescuing escape pods. Escape pods, black boxes, just getting any kind of data on the Thargoids that we can get. Oh yeah, and Cannon has their own megaship. That's true. So if we look at Colonia... and then we... let's see here. Set the map for... government. And just set up all of the... all of these stations, all these systems have a station. All of these systems have some kind of station, some kind of population. So let's see here. There is, in the Colonia system alone, there are exploration CGs. They aren't as often as, you know, as you'd like, but... so here is the, let's load up the planet here. Okay, Colonia Hub, that's a ground-based city. Then you've got an outpost here. You've got a great big station here, Jacques Station. You've got the Dove Enigma megaship. So there's 4... oh, and there's another city here. Which is only an outpost, so you can't actually... no landing stations there. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4 different places you can land and dock your ship and get missions and stuff here. I don't know if anybody else has a big enough population that I can get scan data here, but doesn't look like it. If a station or if a system hits a certain population, then you automatically get to see the system details on it. Yeah, mostly trade and combat. The one most recently here is combat as well as search and rescue. And given how much search and rescue I've just done on this station... oh, bromolite. Neat. How many missions do you have to do to get a soul permit? That's a little bit different, Ashbest. You need to get rank with the Federal Navy. And let's see if there's any factions here in the system I'm about. Okay, so when you're looking at the system status here, like the independence of Baal, Anything that has that insignia next to their name, that means that it is a federal-aligned faction. If you do missions for them, you raise your standing with the federal government. And then, once you get to a certain rank, like right now it says rank Rear Admiral 96%. I am 96% towards getting the next rank up. And it starts off with Cadet, I think, and then Ensign, or Cadet, Midshipman, Ensign, something like that. I don't remember the exact train of ranking. But as you build up rank, you get a mission which they say, hey, you want to be promoted? You take the mission, and they reward you with access to new ships and reward you with access to new star systems. In this case, the permit for the Sol system, which I think you got to be a midshipman, which I think also gives you access to the federal dropship. Yeah, basically, grind-fed missions. Yes, if you want to be very, very not long-winded about it. Right, commodities. I needed to sell this off. Modular terminals. If anybody needs anything for Marco Quent, these rescue missions are good for it. Is that the same case with Alpha Centauri? I believe it is, though Alpha Centauri is, I think, unknown permit locked. Nobody knows what kind of permit you need for that. And in that case, there are a lot of sectors around, like was it the Call 230 sector? Somewhere near the Orion Nebula and Barnard's Loop, the entire region is blocked off. It is permit locked. Nobody knows what to do to get it. The theory is you can't do anything to get it, and it's just going to be unlocked at a later time by Frontier. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
And by the way, another reason that I'm not flying in open at the moment, because I don't want to be clogging up the landing pad while, answering questions. I don't mind answering questions, I just don't want to be inconveniencing anybody else while I'm doing it. Yeah, I think there is one at Polaris, there's one near Colonia, there's like 7 or 8 permit-locked sectors. If you go to EDSM.net, the galaxy map has a rundown of a lot of areas where everything is permit-locked. There's stuff out on the rim. There's a lot of places that, we're kind of wondering what's going on here. Frontier apparently has plans for it.
Priority access granted. Hope you can help out, Commander.
As we power slide into the dock.
Scan detected.
Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Oh, no, 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 no. It makes sense if Frontier wanted to make new features and prevent new players from exploring before they do. Yeah. Rumors abound that the Barnard's Loop sector is actually Thargoid territory and or Guardians. Ashbest, do you use flight assist? Most of the time I do. I use flight assist off in combat for certain things. I pulse it on and off to get a faster turn. Oop. Alright, everybody on. Nobody knows what the Guardians are. They are a... well... Oop. No, that ain't happening. They are another alien race, apparently. Well, that's the theory, Gretel, that they created the Thargoids. It's the theory I subscribe to, but eventually this place runs out of people to rescue. Looks like. I mean, I'm sure that's going to tick over again, and then there's going to be more people to rescue.
Restraints have been disabled. Watch out for wreckage.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Heat sink deployed.
But no, I will fly with flight assist off like so. You know, just to get myself on a heading or just practice.
FFC out.
But in case of combat, I will boost, turn off flight assist, and do a flip turn. Something like that sometimes. But since we aren't in combat, let's just get going. Essentially, yes, Gretel has the measure of it. They were a very advanced species of interstellar travelers that eventually nuked itself to death. They didn't like the traditional WMDs, viewed them as too inelegant, too random, so they liked tailored bioweapons. And the theory I've got is that the Thargoids were one of those bioweapons. Basically biological androids that, well, kind of went Skynet. Self-evolving, self-healing, self-propagating, but they never quite got over that internal IFF, that internal Identify Friend Foe directive. So basically they view the galaxy as us and everything else. No, the Guardians are dead, Ashbest. We've only found their ruins. They definitely wiped themselves out. Now, maybe there could be a couple of pockets here and there of survivors, but pretty sure they aren't in any shape to, come fighting us. In fact, they may end up being allies.
Incoming message. Incoming message. Incoming message.
Alright, how many more people? Nobody. Alright, we're clear. We are good. And on that bombshell, is there anywhere to see the ruins? Yes, there are. Let me load up EDSM real quick here. Let's see here. Or actually, load up Guardian Ruins, Ancient Ruins. Here's the wiki with some of the sites available. But in the meantime, it is getting to be about that time. Got some real-world stuff to take care of. Got some cats that need some exercising. Seriously, Hank, you need to lose weight, buddy. No two ways around it, especially if you're going to be sitting on my feet. But on that note, I will be back tomorrow, usual time, usual place, and maybe, just maybe, taking part in that community goal for search and rescue work. Which means maybe we could be getting into some combat with some ceiling fans. I'm not going to hurt Hank. I'm going to play with him a whole lot. And he's going to go harf. And he's going to bounce around and shake a lot of things. In the meantime, I'm Mr. Moo. You people have been great. Always fun to talk to people. Always fun to meet people. Always fun to answer questions, to be honest. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, ride shotgun with somebody who does. Kind of learn the ropes. Yep, see you tomorrow, and yeah, see you then. Take care, have a good night, have a good day, have a good whatever. Take care, and see you again soon.